So if you look at the Nifty's chart, it's trading in a blue sky zone. There is no resistance that hitting the Nifty. Okay, so since it made a low on June 4th, when there was a bit of tension around the election result outcome, how the coalition will form and how will be the really it will be. But I think once the picture started becoming clear, the rally was excellent right from 21,281 low. Today we hit 24,800 and we are approaching the 25,000 level. Excellent within the short term. I think just 1.5 months, and we have got some really good move. Also, there is a lot of anticipation. There is a lot of expectations around the budget. So on 23rd of July, the budget will be released. It will be the first Modi 3.0 budget, and there are a lot of expectations. So tomorrow we'll be coming out with a note on the budget expectations. So you all will get it on your email as well as on the app. Also, we'll get the notification. So do go through it and let us know your views on it. Okay, so if we look at Nifty 50, so currently it is trading almost 2.5 to 3% above 21 DMA and more than 6% above 50 DMA. So yeah, this is the thing that we have been highlighting since last 1 week or so, that Nifty might go through some phase of consolidation around this level, and that's what has been happening. See, after we discussed last time, Nifty did went through a consolidation, though it was a upward trending consolidation, but इतना कोई Nifty level पे major move आया नहीं था. But today the action was superb. I think the volatility was at another level today. After after opening low, it had hit new high 650 के ऊपर new high बनाया. उसके बाद फिर से ठोक के 500 पे ले आया 24,500, and from there again a solid reversal and we went above 24,800 level. So I think on downside, I think the first level of support in these kind of scenarios will always be the 10-day moving average exponentially. So generally we do not track it, but I think in these kind of market which are exceptional, you always find that 10 EMA acts as a good support. And we have some proof of that. See over here, in June also Nifty rebounded from the 10 EMA, the pink line over here. Even in the last week, we saw that 10 EMA acted as a good support, and now it is moving higher. So I think for July series now, with few days left, 24,450 becomes very crucial. You can note it out, 4,450 to 500. अभी कल थोड़ा और बढ़ जाएगा because it's an exponential moving average. So on the downside, 24,450 to 500. ये वाला जोन निफ्टी में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाएगा going into next few days. And I think if we are not able to hold that level, okay, due to the budget is there, the volatility is there, then next will be 24,100 to 200. जो 21 DMA के अराउंड का लेवल है, 24,100 से 24,200 वाला, वो बहुत क्रूशियल हो जाएगा निफ्टी के लिए. अभी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डे काउंट लो है, they are only 2 with first distribution day near to expire. So ब्रॉडली देखो तो ऐसा कोई टॉप बनने का मार्केट में साइन नहीं मिल रहा है. ओवरऑल इट इज ट्रेंडिंग रियली वेल. देयर इज नो क्लियर इंडिकेशन, नो rules indicating that there is a significant top formation in the market. Yes, only one thing that is a concern for me is the extension from the 50 DMA, which is not an ideal one. Okay, just before the event, your index getting almost 6.5% extended from 50 DM. I think that is only a thing to watch out for. Otherwise, broadly, the things are pretty good. It's the result season already, and if you look at the IT index, there has been a solid move over here with a decent set of number from the TCS. Also, just now Infosys reported number, so I was just starting this webinar, but broadly, I think the results has been good, and they have also revised the revenue guidance upward to 3 to 4% from the earlier of 1 to 3%. और इस बार प्रॉफिट भी जो expectations था उससे better ही आया है. So it is expected that IT sector might continue the rally from here. So there's been after long that IT sector is continuing such a good rally and extended from the key moving averages. The last time it tried in the December to Feb session, but it ultimately failed to hold the gains and वहां से एक sharp fall दिखने को मिला था. But अभी last 1 month से जून से अगर starting से देखो तो काफी अच्छा momentum built. The IT stocks have been performing really well. Not only the frontline IT stock, but even the broader, the mid and small cap IT has been also doing well. Now, if we look at the banks, so here the bank Nifty bank index is also moving higher, but I think since last few sessions, it has not been able to contribute that well in the rally. It is very close to 21 DMA. Today also it found support near 21 DMA from where it rebounded. So this is what I was discussing about the 10 EMA and 21 DMA. Even if you track it yourself, then it becomes very important for you to understand the move of Nifty, mid caps, small cap, or even the sectoral indices. See over here, a couple of times the pink line, that is the 10 EMA or the levels close to it, provided good support. उसको ब्रीच करने के बाद अभी देखो ग्रीन लाइन, that is the 21 DMA. ठीक है, वहां पे सपोर्ट मिल रहा है. So even if you simply follow these moving averages and not going into some of the complex technical analysis, which ultimately results into some lot of levels coming up. But even if you follow these simple levels of 10 EMA, 21 DMA, and 50 DMA, then they are very helpful. See over here, 200 DMA, the black line, बहुत help किया था बैंक निफ्टी को identify. Every time if you would have initiated some position near 200 DMA, the return would have been good in the short term. So that's why key moving averages are very important to understand your short-term trades also, and to broadly understand the long-term direction of the market as well. My focus is more on the second part and not on the trading part, to be honest. Here also, the results will be coming up, I think, this week, next week. Banking, जो बड़े-बड़े banks हैं, उनके results आना start हो जाएंगे, and then we need to see that how the balance between the deposit credit is there, NIM में क्या हो रहा है. ठीक है, वहाँ पे credit growth तो broadly अच्छा रहेगा. अगर आप monthly updates भी देखें तो there is no major issue as far as the credit growth is concerned. But I think a lot of will depend on the budget also as far as the bank nifty is concerned, because it will be sensitive to all the reforms in the budget. Even the infra push, the bank will benefit. If there is something related to the interest, the taxation on the interest, the banks will benefit. Even income tax में कुछ आगे पीछे किया तो banks में सब कुछ impact होता है. तो यहाँ पे एक volatility रहनी चाहिए after a lot of, if you can see some 5, 7, 8 sessions of sideway movement. Now, if we look at another sector which has been started a good move, it was a laggard in the last 6 month rally of Nifty, but now it has started pick up. जो 4 जून से इसने पिकअप किया था, उसके बाद जून सेकेंड हाफ में थोड़ा पुल बैक लेके देखो अगेन ग्रीन लाइन 21 DMA पे आया, और वहां से FMCG index has started a big move and it is trading near a fresh 52-week high. Or if you look on the monthly chart, it's a fresh all-time high. Right, so rural economy has started pick up. Urban is already doing well, and there are also some budget expectations around the more money in the hands of the retail people. So अगर taxation में थोड़ा फेरबदल हुआ, ठीक है, रेट्स कम हुए या फिर स्लैब एक्सटेंड किए, स्टैंडर्ड डिडक्शन 50 से 1 लाख किया, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ एक्सपेक्टेशंस. बट लुकिंग एट द करंट स्टेट इलेक्शन जैसे आ रहे हैं, जैसे गवर्नमेंट को इस बार का मैंडेट मिला है, देयर आर चांसेस दैट दे माइट गिव मोर पुश टू द retailers or the retail taxpayers who have been paying a lot of tax in the last few years. So that's what the expectations, and also some of the rural reforms are on the cards. And you can see Maharashtra has done that Ladli Beti, Ladla Beta thing. So like that, lot of many things can come up. Even in the regular scheme, मनरेगा है, नल से जल, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, वहां पे भी जो पुश मिलेगा वो ultimately employment generate करेगा, and that will help the sector as a whole. Now, if you look at the metal, so yeah, Nifty metal is trading near its 50 DMA where it is getting a very good support. So it has a good history to get a support close to its 50 DMA. See over here, every time like when it breaches 50 DMA, or you can say 2-3 sessions here and there, but here as well. So there has been many occasions where 50 DMA, the red line, has acted as a good support for the index. Okay, so even if you see in the last 6 months, uh, around 6 to 7 it's 50 DMA. So now it becomes very crucial to hold this level. If we close on a weekly basis below the 50 DMA or 10-week moving average, then we might see some technical sell-off in the metal stock. But broadly, they've been doing really well. The prices of the metal in the international market is good. The demand in the domestic as well as international market is good. As and when the Chinese economy starts some posting some good growth data, okay, so that will also have a positive impact on the metal prices, and the metal stocks will continue to do well. And last one, let's take one more, and we'll take auto. So in Realty Index, this has been trading near the fresh high, though it is going through some period of consolidation around its 21 DMA. But broadly, the new launches, the low inventory levels, the high prices that they have been able to fetch, okay, the organized developers, that is really good. And the story still remains the same. The infrastructure real estate players, the home improvement players are also picking up. So there's nothing new in the story, but it remains the same. So technically, it is still looking strong till the time it is holding the 50 DMA. One should continue to hold the quality stocks. Now, if we, and this time results are also expected to be good for the realty players. Now, last one, let's look at auto, and then we'll start with your queries. So if you look at the auto index, again, it is, moving around its 21 DMA. No major movement since maybe second half of June. कुछ एक दिन अच्छा मूवमेंट था, ठीक है, 2% गेन ऑन जुलाई 9, अगेन जुलाई 10 को ठोक दिया था 2%. बाकी देखो तो एकदम फ्लैटिश मूव है. Even the volume have started dropping down, so no major momentum as far as the auto stocks are concerned. तो there is some good momentum in some stock specifics. जैसे मारुति में एक अच्छा momentum built up हुआ था. Okay, but there are few other stocks which have been extended and are now lagging a bit. But broadly, the as a whole, the automobile industry, the auto ancillary remains quite solid. The sales numbers have been decent, though the competition has increases. And जो last 3-4 quarter से जो सेल का momentum था, वो इतना drastically low ना हो, इसलिए I think many models, SUVs, high-end SUVs, they have reduced some 2 to 5% of price, which is quite notable. And that's what we saw some drag down due to that also in few of the stocks. But broadly, the index remains in a bullish momentum, and also the auto ancillaries remain in a bullish momentum. Okay, so now let's go to your queries. Um, I have with me my colleague Rajshekar and Wakar in this room. So we three will try to answer as many queries as possible. And one humble request, please do not keep posting your queries. And if possible, limit it to just one or two, because everyone gets a chance. And as this is a live session, it becomes difficult to scroll if someone junks the chat box. So just post your query once. We will try to answer as many as possible in an orderly way. Okay, I will take two. That is Nalco and Hind Copper, and then Wakar or Rajshekhar will start. Okay, so Nalco, the metal stock, it traded well like after the 4th June thing. The recovery was strong. It made a fresh high, but it didn't sustain. वहां से एक बार high बना के एक fake high बनाया, and then it started falling. Now today it has reached its 21 DMA. So next level of support is 50 DMA, that is around 189, and over here, so 180 to 190. Okay, technically 180 to 190 is a good support zone for Nalco. So below that, we might see some sharp fall in the stock on the higher side. If you see that again, this 205 to 2010 वाला जो इसका ऊपर का जोन है, उसके ऊपर जैसे जाएगा, you might see some good momentum in the stock. Overall, the demand for the aluminium, the prices for the aluminiums have been quite robust. And if you see the last few quarters growth, that has also been very good in terms of the EPS as well as in terms of the sales. Also, the number of fund holding has significantly improved in the stock. So I think mostly on all the front, it qualifies well, but just like technically, you need to wait for it to give a positive buy signal. The second one is in copper. Similar story, the copper prices have been quite robust. Right. Here the rally was very good. See, the consumption of copper is increasing. The prices are also increasing. The way the adoption of EV is there, so high amount of copper required in EV. The way India is growing industrially. Okay, the different schemes of the government. जैसे machineries बनती जा रही है, a lot of copper needs to be used in a lot of industries, the automobile industry, the electric vehicles. So the consumption of the copper, the demand of copper, and the price that are quite robust. The return has been solid. If you see Hindustan Copper, currently it is see this it reached its 50 DMA and now not able to reclaim. जैसे मैं इंडेक्स में बात कर रहा था कि सपोर्ट मिलता है, वैसे रेजिस्टेंस भी मिलता है. एंड दिस इज अ गुड एग्जांपल फॉर लर्निंग पर्पस. देखो यहाँ पे 50 DMA पे रेजिस्टेंस मिला है, निकल नहीं पाया. यहाँ पे फिर से ऊपर आया, 50 DMA आते ही नीचे घुस गया, and then it is falling down. So once now it reclaims 50 DMA, you might see a good rally in the stocks. So this is how you can yourself analyze it and take a good decision in the market. Broadly, the fundamentals थोड़ा EPS ऊपर नीचे रहता है. And if you look at the sales, that has also been flattish in the last few quarters, but broadly on a year-on-year basis, and since last 2-3 years, it has been doing well. The number of fund holding has increased. However, the shares held by fund is down.
Thanks, Shit. I'll start with quick queries. I'll start with the UTI AMC. This is one of our portfolio stock. We have added last 1 month back. It was doing very good since addition, but today's action has not been very good. You can see here it was down more than 6%, and volume was also on the higher side in the today's session. Not just with UTI, most of the broader market stocks and Nifty mid cap and small caps have also been on the downside today. Like only large cap stocks, Nifty 50 index has only gained, but broader market stocks have felt pressure in the today's section. That is one of the reason why this stock has also come under pressure, but it has not reached any moving average. It is very close to its 21 DMA. So we will monitor this stock very closely going forward. If the selling continues in the upcoming session, definitely we will take it as a weakness sign and will take a call whether to exit or not. For addition, the ratings were very good at the time of addition. EPS is still looking good at 94. Price strength has come down a little bit because of slight underperformance. A/D rating is still intact. Only concern is that today's action has been highly volatile and very, very big on the selling side. So we'll give it a one more session and see how it plays out in the tomorrow session. I think Infosys has been covered in the opening remarks by Vishit. I think we can continue with Arvind, Smartspaces, and next Birlasoft. This stock is building a very good stage two consolidation base pattern. It is currently 6% to the pivot. And the base formation has been very good. You can see here volumes have been on the lower side during the base formation. And it is trading in a very narrow range for the last 2 to 3 weeks. And around 750, 760 level has been acting as a resistance for the stock. So if that level is reclaimed and the pivot is reclaimed on the above average volumes, definitely a very good stock to consider. Ratings are looking good, you can say, because EPS is at 71 and price strength is also good at 79. Number of funds have seen a good improvement of nearly 18% in the previous quarter, which is a very positive sign. Ratings wise, it is looking good. Only thing is, it's not able to find the required momentum for the stock to break out. If that happens in upcoming sessions, definitely a very good stock to consider. Currently, it is not in a good area to take a fresh entry. And on the downside, 50 DMA can be kept as a stop loss because it's very near to the current market price. I think it is around 2 to 3% from the current market price. So that can be kept as a stop loss going forward. Next is Birlasoft. A very good stock again. Once again, it is forming a stage one very long cup base pattern currently, and currently it is 13% to the pivot. Still a long way to go for the stock. Ratings have been good. EPS, especially the fundamental ratings have been good. Return on equity has also been very good, around 20%. Very good, but technical ratings have been slightly on the lower side. RS is slightly on the lower side at 54. That is majorly because when the market is making new all-time highs consistently, and this stock has not broken out from the base pattern, so a clear underperformer in the current market. That is the reason RS is slightly lower. But when by the time it breaks out from here, still 13% to go. RS will definitely improve, but number of funds section is also lagging. There is slight decrease in the number of funds in the previous quarter. So these are the couple of pointers which are weighing down the stock. Otherwise, it's one of the good stock which has done very good uh, for the last 1 year. It can give a similar kind of return if the operations continue to stay intact. Next, we can take Varroc Engineering. Again, one of our portfolio stock. As you can see, it is again our portfolio stock. A disclaimer here: we are clearly mentioning that we have added it previously. After addition, you can see here the stock has moved sideways only. It has not found the required momentum for the stock to take it further higher. And the momentum has also been on the slightly on the lower side, you can say, but the volumes have not been on the higher side. That is one of the reasons why we are still holding it. But if it breaches moving averages starting with 21 or 50 DMA especially, definitely we will take it as a sell signal and we will move on to other stocks which are looking good in the market. Ratings have been good, still remain intact, especially the buyer demand rating has been very good at A plus. Other ratings have also been very good, EPS and price strength. Return on equity has also been very good at 39%, which is very rare to find such kind of ROEs in any company. So these are pointers which we looked at while addition, but after addition, the price volume action has not been to our to our choice, but it has been on the downside. As mentioned, CDMA can be kept as a stop loss going forward. Next, we can take Zydus as well. Zydus Lifesciences, a very good company which is involved in the pharmaceutical space, has been forming a stage 6 consolidation base. Here you can see currently it is trading in the ideal buy zone of this stage 3 consolidation. But the volumes have come down in the last 2 to 3 trading sessions. That is one reason. And ratings have been very good, starting with EPS, and technical ratings have also been very good. So definitely a very good stock to consider if you are looking for fresh investments. Let's wait for a strong breakout from here. That is stock closing in the ideal buy range on the above average volumes. Then you can start adding to your portfolio depending on your risk appetite and capital which is you are looking to invest. And for the stop loss levels, you can keep around 50 DMA or 21 DMA from here. That is, I think, 4 to 5% from here. 21 DMA is there. So that level can be kept as a stop loss going forward as well.
Wakar, are you joining? Okay, let me take you. Axis Bank is the one. So after the stage 1D flat base breakout, there was some sideways movement. So that's why, see, the similar thing is happening with Varroc. After the breakout, it is moving sideways, but holding the key moving average. But if the volume is lower, as in the case of Varroc as well, sometime you might see that then later on you will see some good rally, and that's what happened in Axis Bank, one of the top gainer in the recent gains in and among the major names in the bank Nifty. Right. As of now, it is a bit extended to take the fresh entry, but if you're already holding it, according to O'Neill, you can continue to hold, but just keep this 21 DMA level to watch. So here again, few example of 10 EMA. Here also you see there is a very good support at 10 EMA, but after 10 EMA, the 21 DMA level becomes very crucial to hold. Fundamentally, it's quite good. I think even this quarter, the result expectations is good, that it might deliver some good number. The EPS growth will be decent, as well as the sales growth, the deposit, as well as the also there has been the credit card business of the banks that Axis Bank has taken. Number of fund quite higher, okay, and ROE of 17, that is also good. The buyer demand is decent. Price trend थोड़ा lag कर रहा है क्योंकि it was a bit lower as far as when the market was rallying, in the first few months of the year. This was one was not performing, so now it has started to pick up. So the good part is that RS has started to pick up. It is, though it is 56 as of now, but if you compare it with no, let's say in April, then it was 30. So it has almost doubled from there. So this is also what you need to see. It's not only the absolute number, it's not only the 56 matters, but from where it has reached and how well it has reached 56, that is important. So if you're holding continue till 21 or 50 DMA according to your risk appetite, fresh entry over here, not suggested. Okay, there are many queries. Next we can take is EMIL. This one very good stock. I think you might have seen this one. This one was the part of our watch list. We were looking for this one. It's a good story. The way they are expanding their network, their stores. Okay, the same sales store growth is also very good. They are able to have a decent margin as well. Mm, right, but technically it is, after forming a stage one consolidation base, it is not able to move higher. साइडवेज मूवमेंट आ रहा है, सेलिंग आ रहा है, एक दो बार ट्राई किया था यहाँ पे जुलाई में फर्स्ट सेकेंड वीक में, बट इट इज नॉट एबल टू होल्ड गेन्स. सो नीड टू गिव सम टाइम, लेट इट अगेन गैदर द रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ. एक बार प्राइस स्ट्रेंथ इंप्रूव हो जाए, ठीक है, और एक बार आइडियल बाय जोन में वापस आ जाए, सम 7-8 moves फ्रॉम हियर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इफ इट ब्रीचेस द करंट लेवल, आई थिंक 50 डीएमए ब्रीच कर रहा है, तो इट माइट टेस्ट 200 डीएमए एज वेल. Last time also it did the same. Otherwise, the fundamentals are good. The EPS growth, the sales growth, fund holding, ठीक है, EPS rating, buyer demand, मोस्टली सब कुछ अच्छा है, बट थोड़ा टेक्निकली अभी इसको gear up करना पड़ेगा for a fresh entry. If you are already holding the stock, then need to be careful around this level, because we are trading around 50 DMA, and if we breach that level on a higher volume, we might see a move towards 200, which is the 200 DM.
Thanks, Rushit. Vakaria. I mean, sorry, there was some problem with the device. So yeah, I'm back. I can take the queries now.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah. Can you give me Dixon, Welspun Enterprise, then REC? Thank you. So as you can see, the stock is more than 76% from the pivot at this moment. Today's candle was a weaker candle. As you can see, the stock has breached its 21 DMA on above average volume, so which is not a good sign. Overall ratings still continue to remain very good. I mean, EPS strength at 95, price strength at 92, buyer demand at A+. But what you can see in the last three quarter results, the momentum is kind of going out. I mean, there is negative EPS and sales growth, or top line growth at this moment for the company, but the fund holding continues to remain very, very strong at this moment. And apart from yesterday, technically, during the entire rally, there was no major distribution. So, I mean, someone who bought the stock at the breakout can probably continue holding, or can book partial profits at this moment, since 21 DMA is breached on above average volume. I mean, since the next support for the stock is around 50 DMA, which is a good, 8-10% from here at this moment. And if someone wishes to wait, can wait. But considering, how the markets have behaved, and there is, budget lined up, if someone wants to book out partial profits, safeguard the profits, can definitely do so. Fresh entry into the stock at this moment is not advised. As you can see, the stock is more than 76% up from pivot, so no major buy point, at this moment. And let the stock form another base, let it break out properly. Maybe then, this, can you show me the previous stage base count? So will be again a third stage base, so not a very high stage base. So at this moment can still be looked out once the base gets formed. The next we can look at it is Welspun Enterprise, then REC. Thank you. So the stage count was very low. Stage 1 cup base, as you can see, but the stock is more than 27% from the pivot and has been very sluggish in the past few days, as you can see. And someone holding the stock can continue to hold. EPS strength is kind of wavering out at this moment, but technically still the stock is holding. Couple of days there was some distribution, but apart from that, not much. If someone is holding the stock, can hold the stock till the point in time the 21 DMA gets breached, because couple of times, the stock found support near the 21 DMA, as you can see. So 21 DMA was the major thing that the stock found support. And so if 21 DMA gets breached out on above average volumes, can definitely consider profit booking with this stock, as probably the fundamentals are deteriorating as well. So if the technicals deteriorate out, can definitely book out from one stock and move into another. Next can be REC. So as you can see, before the current breakout, there was a good solid rally from 120 levels to around 450 levels for the stock, which was very, very good. I mean, after that, you can see the stock has come into consolidation phase. And yes, I mean, after that kind of a rally, every stock requires consolidation. And I mean, renewables energy was always a push, will continue to remain a push in order to reach our 2030 Paris targets. And that we will see, I mean, some kind of impetus from government in on 23rd July in the budget. So that should be there. I mean, going forward, I mean, the EPS trend, price trend, buyer demand continues to remain very solid. Even um, if you look at the numbers in terms of the EPS and the sales for the last 4 to 5 quarters have been tremendously good. Return on equity at 20% has been the most improved for this company for the last couple of years, as you can see. And fund holding is still increasing at a very high base of more than 1.6 lakh crores of market cap as well. But unfortunately, there is no buy point for the stock at this moment. It is more than 17% from Triveni. So let's see how the stock behaves. I mean, on the budget day and from there as well. Let it form a new base. I mean, ideally, and once I mean that breakout happens, if the other things remain intact in terms of fundamentals and the ratings, can definitely be a good stock to watch out for. Someone who's probably holding on to the stock can continue to hold till 50 DMA or the 21 DMA gets breached. I mean, those are the certain key levels one needs to watch out for.
Thanks, Mukhar. And tech quick queries now.
Yeah.
Starting with the Praj Industries. It has broken out from stage to a cup-based pattern, as you can see here. And currently it is trading above the ideal buy range. It is 8% from the pivot currently. In the last 2 weeks, it has peaked around 750 levels, and from there it is come down slightly, almost 7 to 8% of those 7% from top it made previously. The volume has been on the lower side. This has been the case for most of the stocks, not just for the stocks. Indices have also been seeing lower volumes. So overall volumes in the market have come down. We can see a number of stocks finding lower volumes. And currently, it is in a not tradable zone. Fresh entry is not advised at this moment. But if you look at the ratings and other parameters from the owner's perspective, EPS is very good at 84. Technical ratings have also been still intact, even though there is slight sell-off happening in the stock. Price range is 71, slightly pulled off recently, but the buyer demand is still intact at A plus, which is being the highest rated. And coming to the EPS, especially like in the last 3 to 4 quarters, the earnings have been slightly on the declining trend, but EPS have shown good growth rates. That is the reason EPS strength has been on the higher side. But what we look is increasing sales as well. So the company able to generate increasing in sales, definitely that will definitely bode well for the company. Return on equity, which is another key parameter, has been good at 22%. Again, a positive sign. Number of funds has also seen a small improvement in the previous quarter. Again, a very positive sign. So overall, ratings wise and price volume action wise, it is looking good. Only thing is, it is not in a, it is trading above the buy range. And if you're already holding it and taken a position in the breakout, you can, I think 21 DMA is breached in the today's session, and the next support is at its 50 DMA, which is very far from the current market price. So by the time, I think most of the profits will also be eroded if we wait for the 50 DMA, and so you can keep a stop loss around pivot level as well, depending on if the stock falls on higher volume. Then also you can take it as a sell signal and you can start trimming your positions. Next is Tata Technologies. I think starting from like listing, since from listing, the trajectory has been on the lower side. You can see here clearly it is been trading in a zigzag manner, but the overall momentum is on the lower side. RS line has also been similarly has been coming down and down, currently belonging to almost lowest rating. EPS is also not been good. Ratings have been very dead, you can say, mostly very poor, and there is no base formation as well. So stocks like these definitely will not come under Slim's methodology, and we will not consider these stocks for investment purposes. So I think there are ample of stocks giving opportunities in the current market. So it's better to stick with those stocks rather than looking out for these laggards and uh, losing your capital. Next is Gail. Very good breakout from stage to flat base, but you can see after the breakout within the next session, it has seen a short fall uh, because of the overall volatility in the market. But from there, it has seen a very good recovery and it has paid those losses. And currently, it is trading above its ideal buy range. So, not a good time to enter into this particular stock. It is currently 7% from the pivot. And if you look at the ratings have been good, EPS has been very good at 88. Last 3 quarters, even though the sales have been declining, but EPS have shown good improvement in terms of the growth. Then that is the reason EPS has been reflected very good. Price trend is also looking good at 77 because stock has recovered all its losses and currently trading very close to the previous high. Buyer demand is also good at A minus. So most of the ratings and are looking very good for the company. Only thing is there is no, it is very extended from the pivot, and also yeah, that is one of the main reason. And from apart from that, sales have not looking good. They have been declining for the last 3 quarters. Being a very large market cap company of more than 1.5 lakh crores of market cap, so it is not able to generate the amount of sales which are required for the stock to go forward, find momentum in the current market.
Thanks, Raj. Let's take BSE. This was one of the multi-bagger stock. This still it is one of the top gainer of last year. It is also the part of our top stock book. But I think since you can see over here December the stock is moving sideways. So it tried to give a breakout after forming a two cup basis. It also hit a power to pivot, but then you see there is some bit of selling over here. First, it breached its 21 DMA with a gap down opening. After that, SEBI came up with the change in some rules. Okay, and then since then it has been gradually moving lower near its 21 DMA for 50 भी breach किया, and now today it is trading नियर 200 DMA. अभी ये जो लेवल है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है BSE को होल्ड करने के लिए. So if we breach this 2300 level, it is 200 DMA on a higher volume in tomorrow's session, we might see some more fall, and then the 1900 to 2000 wala level will come into the picture. we might see some fall till 1900 to 2000 level. But if we see a rebound over here in 1 or 2 sessions, ऐसा नहीं कि एक दिन नीचे बंद हुआ and it's a start of a fall. It happens sometime very next day it rebounds. So you need to give a little time, 1 or 2 days here and there. See, otherwise fundamentals are intact. There is no two ways about that. The EPS growth, the sales growth, the way the momentum in the market is there. जिस तरह से participation improve हो रहा है, ठीक है, लोगों का market में. Though there are some news about the SEBI's or the government's restriction on the F&O, ये वो, but broadly, if you see the way the participation is increasing, okay, it is always better for all the market related players. BSE NSE का भी unlisted में काफी अच्छा momentum चल रहा है. CDSL NSDL, ठीक है, ये सबके लिए एक positive है. So the long term story remains intact. I think after a very good rally right from the 500 600 level, it went through consolidation, some bit of correction, and we might see some rally to resume again. Okay, so fresh buying not suggested over here. Let it reclaim 50 DMA. अगर 2600 के ऊपर चला जाता है, then you can go for fresh buying if your research suggests. ठीक है, if you are holding the stock, then be careful around the current levels, which are very crucial to hold. Okay, next we take IRFC. After breakout from a stage 4, which is a higher base, it failed in the same day. Okay, the very next day it breached 21 and get support near 50 DMA. 50 का support लेने के बाद it again started a consolidated move sideways and then a good move over the last 2 weeks. But since last 3 sessions, it has been moving lower and it's now near to its pivot level. जो 200 था वहाँ पे almost आ गया है. Today's low is 201 and very close to 10 days exponential moving average. I think here also the 21 DMA becomes crucial because it has found a good support near that. So 187, 88 level important ho jata hai if you are holding the stock. If you want to do a fresh buying, then I think wait for it to move again. अभी ideal buy zone से थोड़ा ऊपर है. अभी यहाँ से अगर 21 या 50 तक आता है और वहां से rebound होता है, then that is always an ideal time to buy. Whenever the stock hits the moving average and rebound, then that is a good buy signal, alternate buy signal. Fundamental last quarter में काफी improve हो गया. Sales growth was positive for the first time after many quarters on a YOY basis, and even the EPS growth, even the sales growth is quite decent over here. And next,
Rushit, Kare, I'll take some queries.
yes, sure.
IRFC is done. Okay. Can you give me Triveni Engineering and then Action Construction? So the stock has been very volatile. I mean, if you see the base as well, it's been very long and wide. And the depth of the base is around 35-36%, which is not an ideal base. And overall technicals, the price strength of 58 is also not that good. Fundamentals have been jittery for the stock as well. So has been the fund holding. And as you can see, the stock is not able to get a proper breakout. And I mean, since the base was so, a deep base. I mean, for the fund to recover from the lowest of the base to the breakout, it takes a lot of energy or takes a lot of price momentum, and that is what is happening with the stock. That till the point the stock is reaching the pivot, it is it is losing out on all its steam and all the momentum. So, considering the fundamentals kind of deteriorating, uh, price strength also deteriorating, and the number of fund or the fund holding declining, we can definitely, opt out of the stock in terms of not keeping the stock in the watch list. I mean, there is definitely other better stocks that we probably discussed, which probably can have your attention at this moment. The next can be Action Construction. Phew. Again, after a very, very good run, I mean, the stock is consolidating at this moment, but which is a good sign because you can see the fund holding for the stock is improving, which is very, very good. I mean, EPS strength, price strength, buyer demand, everything you name it is super for the stock. Apart from that, on the fundamental front, the stock is delivering consistent double digit and triple digit EPS growth and sales growth for the last 4 to 5 quarters or even more because of the infra theme in push, and which is expected to remain in push with the NIP in place for the next 2 to 3 years as well. I mean, for the next 5 years, I don't see the infra push going away. And we hope that, the expectations get reiterated on the 23rd July for the infra push. So let's hope, let's wait. I mean, at this moment, the stock is kind of consolidating and it's way below its key moving averages. The stock is 16% to pivot, which is a good amount of time and good amount of price movement. So let the stock reclaim its pivot. If it is able to reclaim it on above average volumes, definitely can be a good stock to watch out for. The next can be from my end can be ADF Foods. Yes. Again, what Tushar is trying to point out is very volatile base. I mean, price strength at 43 is very weak. The stock not able to break out. Going back into the base, going below the 50 DMA, definitely not a good sign. Fundamentally, EPS strength at 87 and last few quarter results have been very good. ROE at 18% is also very good for the stock, but the price strength is somehow not there. So, even on the overall market cap, the market cap is kind of lowish, but still fund holding is there. Fund holding at 31 is very good, decent, and is improving. So if the stock is able to probably improve its RS strength and is able to break out on above average volumes, definitely can be a good stock because the space that it is there in, because consumption is also expected to improve. And let's see if how the stock is able to reclaim and how the price volume action turns out around the pivot then.
Thanks, Mokan. I'll take a couple of queries before we end this session. I'll start with CG Power. It is one of the successful breakout in the recent times. It is broken out from its base pattern the month of starting the month of March. I think in the second or third week of March. From there, it has found very good support from its 21 DMA, and it has found a momentum on the positive side. Recently, if you look at for the last 2 weeks of session closely, there has been a slight pullback of the stock towards its 50 DMA. They are fallen has most 12% from the highs. And currently, it is very close to the 50 DMA. So that 50 DMA can be kept as a stop loss, and if that level is breached on higher volume, so you should consider exiting the stock if you have already taken position. Fresh entry is not advised because it is an extended stock from the pivot. Let's wait for the stock to form another base pattern from here and form a consolidate for a bit. And also, we would like to see increasing in EPS strength as well. Currently, EPS rating is slightly lower at 40. If that rating is also improved after June quarter, if the numbers come out good, definitely that number will also improve. ROE has been very good at 31%, which is a very good number. Technical ratings have been looking good because of stocks outperformance in the market. So technical ratings are definitely remaining intact. One thing is PDMA can be kept as stop loss on the lower side, and fresh entry is not advised at this moment. I think next we can take Kirloskar Electric. This stock has done very good in the today's session. It closed I think it hit upper circuit 10%. The volume has also been very good in the today's trading session. It's a very strong breakout in terms of price volume action front. It's a small market cap company, around 300 crores of market cap. And ratings wise, apart from EPS, technical ratings have been very good, and RS line has also formed a blue dot, which is a very positive sign. That is expected because stock broken out and also hit upper circuit. So those blue dots are expected to form, and these formation of blue dots are very positive sign, and they signify that there is still momentum on the positive side, which is expected in the stock. So formation of blue dots is a very good indication of a growing stock. Just because CPS is on the lower side, we are not considering at this moment. And number of funds have also seen a dip in the recent quarter of almost 8% of funds have uh, exited from the current exited from their portfolios. So on those lines, it's better to wait for the stock and see why the stock has formed or hit upper circuit. I think there might be news-driven stock news-driven today. That might be the case, and let's see how the stock plays out in the coming sessions and take a call depending on it. I think there have been lots of queries which have been asked in this session, and we try to answer as many as possible, and we try to give rationale regarding the owner's methodology, how we track any stock from the owner's lens. So that is the overall objective of this session. That is how to analyze the stock in terms of price volume and how to read a chart and how to look at the ratings, and those are the few pointers which we try to educate here about the OS methodology, and that gives a confidence to the user to analyze the chart themselves and take a call themselves as well. So I think we have passed 5:30 already. So I think we can call it a day. And if there is any question, if you feel or if you are holding any stock in your portfolio, and if you really want to have a view from the O'Neill's lens, definitely you can write to us on email. Sales team will definitely forward it to our research team, and definitely we will help to analyze and we try to give explanation of the particular stock and try to give the solution whether to hold or exit your stocks. Thanks everyone for joining today's session. We hope it was a learning session, and we definitely feel these sessions are learning in both sides. That is, we learn from the users, and users are expected to learn from the team as well. Yes, so this session is mostly predominantly related to stock analyzing stocks. From the rules, we do have sessions monthly. We take calcium sessions where we talk about rules in depth. It is a 6-hour session starting from 9:30 in the morning. It will go on till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So where we talk about our calcium rules in depth. But this short session is specially designed to analyze stocks from the owner's methodology. Thank you, everyone. This session is a bi-weekly session. So next week we have a Bajaj Chacha from the swing trading team, and the upcoming week we have stock Durbar. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I think we can end this session now.